I started Brigade in 6th grade. At that time, it was a way for me to hang out with my best friends who went to the public school while I went to the private middle school. Over the years, I have become who I am today. I live by Brigade's motto, my own self, at my very best, all the time. My level of integrity has developed, and I'm very proud of myself. The Brigade is my second family, and the people there have always appreciated things about me that others thought were weird, such as my love for service and to help others. The Brigade is a big part of who I am today, and being a part of their leadership programs, including LTC, is one of the best decisions I've ever made. I am so glad to say that Brigade has a special place in my heart. I want to thank Ava, and my parents especially, along with my friends, because they're all very strong people who have loved me and provided me with all the support I ever needed to be successful. I want to provide the love and support for someone one day, just like my family and friends have for me. The Brigade taught me that you can succeed at anything if you surround yourself with the right people and have motivation and perseverance. Surrounding myself with the right people has always been a challenge for me because I always seek out the good in others. To be my own self, at my best, all the time, means that I am honest and with integrity everywhere. It's not only at Brigade, at Mass, or with a certain group of people, but it's actually a big part of who I am. I don't just flip it on like a switch. It's just always with me. And the Brigade has really helped me find who that best version of myself is and how to share myself positively with others.
Emily is a very nice individual who, she's always there. She's like a weird older sister to me.
Emily is my best friend.
Emily is my friend.
A friendly and caring person who happens to be my best friend's girlfriend.
To me, Emily is my sister, and she's also a friend to me. I would consider her one of my closest friends or acquaintances in my life.
Emily is my best friend.
Emily is my daughter.
Emily to me is a very important person in my life. She's the person I love, and honestly, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have her in my life right now.
My first impression of Emily was a very quiet person. I mean, we met at a different person's party, so I didn't really know her.
She was very nice.
When I first met Emily, we were in a gym and we were there all day, and it was like nobody wanted to be there. It was they were doing some filming thing, and we were like in the back of the gym, and I'd like kind of known her from like we did some summer camp together, and we were in the same class, and it was a tennis camp, and she talked the whole time, and my first impression was that she was just really annoying.
When I had first met Emily, I noticed that she was a really happy person. She seemed to always have like a positive look on everything that she always had outlook on. There was always a positive side to it, even if it was negative. There was always a positive.
I would describe Emily as very brave, very kind and nurturing, and having the ability to do her own thing.
When I first met Emily in 4th grade, I would describe her as being very kind, shy, and fun to be with.
3 words I would use to describe Emily when I first met her would probably be kind, respectful, and considerate.
Intelligent, caregiving, and high-spirited.
Friendly, happy, and very outgoing.
She was very like protective, and then I think she was also good at joining in on some of the fun stuff that we did, like make movies in a tent in her basement, so that was fun. I would describe Emily as tall, kind of dorky, but she was very caring and loving, and she's always been that way, just very caring about other people, and she's just very outgoing, I think.
Gullible. It was really shy, but you were very kind, and you were very like you were very aware of like people.
During middle school, Emily focused on her passion, which is singing. Her interests and hobbies were singing, music. She played volleyball, and definitely attending Brigade and being part of a ministry group called Spiritus.
I knew that you wanted to be a writer too. Emily was very interested in music, and she always has been. And other interests include like kids. She's good with kids.
Emily has always been creative, and she likes making things from music to drawing and writing, and she has always been interested in trying out new hobbies and doing experiments of her own.
Emily looks up to probably our parents, people with leadership qualities and just good morals and virtues. And she probably looks up to Jesus. Yeah, I look up to Jesus. I think Emily looks up to someone similar to her mom, who is always compassionate and always nice. I feel like she looks up to people who are willing to be caring and willing to be nice and kind to others.
The kind of person that Emily would look up to is someone who is confident in themselves and sets a good examples for other people, and overall shows kindness in what they do and that they appreciate everyone and everything that they do.
The type of person Emily looks up to has conviction, confidence, and is focused on doing good things in the world.
She's amazing at singing from what I've seen. Again, very outgoing, and she's a very, very friendly person.
Emily is a really sweet and caring person, and she's always looking out for others.
She's a very nice person. She does a lot of things for people. She always tries to include everybody, so she tries to get along with everybody.
Emily is pretty fantastic. She's really great. She's really a really good friend, and she's very enthusiastic, and she has strong opinions, and she's just a really great friend to have. She'll always be there for you, especially if you're there for her. There's lots of special things about it. It's your perseverance. Like, you keep going with things. You don't give up easily.
Like I said before, she can sing, and she's really, really good at it. She's unbelievable.
She likes to do her best.
Something very special and unique about Emily is that she's always looking out for others, and she's always looking to help people in any way she can.
I think Brigade is important to Emily because it teaches you to be a leader, and you get to meet new people, which is something that, I feel like everybody enjoys meeting new people, and Emily particularly likes to meet new people and make new friends, and she's met a lot of people through Brigade, and I think it just helps her build leadership qualities or just strengthen the ones she has and just find her faith. I know it's a Christian-based program, so just like finding your faith, and even though it's hard sometimes, just staying true to God and always making sure that God is in your life. Important to Emily because I feel like she's met friends through that brigade, and it's another way to help out. I feel like it's a good way to give back to the community and just let these kids have, like, I don't know, a chance to do stuff, and she's a really good person.
I think that the brigade would be important to Emily because she uses it as an outlet to portray her leadership skills, and that it has helped her to improve herself as a person and to meet new people and branch out.
I think the brigade is important to Emily because it enables her to develop as a person. It has helped her to understand how to be an effective member of a team player, and then also it has allowed her to grow her leadership skills and practice mentoring others through being a group co-leader.
Emily has been changed by the brigade because she's gotten opportunities to do things that she wouldn't normally ever do.
I think the brigade has had a very positive influence on Emily. It's played a huge role in getting her to this point in her life. And as we put her college applications together, it became very evident the role that the brigade did play in terms of camps, the leadership training conference she's attended, and also her commitment to the organization for so many years in a row. She's continued to come back as a member and now as a co-leader the last couple of years.
I think the brigade has helped Emily become, like, out of her shell, if you know what I mean. I think she's grown out of her shell and just become more mature, just matured a lot through brigade, and it's also fun. So I used to take it, so I know you get to, like, do a lot of hands-on stuff, so she's probably learned to do things she never knew she could and just do new things and try new things every day, which is something that everybody should be doing.
To get into college, I know that one. To be a good person, I guess. I mean, she already is, but to improve.
One of Emily's goals is to be able to graduate college and get into the medical field, something in the medical field, which to me I find that to be really cool since I could never do anything in the medical field. So
I know that she wants to go to college, and hopefully when she's out of college become very successful. Is kind of her goal, and I think it's a great goal.
Well, there's the whole college thing. That's kind of a big goal for everyone in our situation at the moment. St. Norbert's, which, I mean, she got in, and she's going there, so that's big. That's one achieved goal.
3 words I would use to describe Emily now would be loving, passionate, and caring.
So I think that Emily is very sweet, generous, and kind.
Hard worker, caring, and very high self-esteem.
Mature, wise, and caring.
3 words that Emily would be now would be kind, a leader, and a role model.
Emily is a caring individual, but that's only one word. So the second word I would say is she's very down to earth. Very, like, you know what she's talking about. She voices her opinion, but not in a way that kind of feels standoffish or very, like, mean.
Emily's much more confident now. She's I don't know, you're just so much more sure of yourself than you were when I first met you.
Determined, caring, and understanding.
Let's include everybody. She likes to talk things out if there is a problem.
I think Emily's leadership qualities are probably her. I think she has good people skills. I think that she has really, like I said before, really sound morals. So, like, yes, morals is what makes a good leader. So, they know how to act in tough situations, which I think Emily does. When a kid starts crying, she knows what to do and what I don't know what to do when that happens. And put, like, everybody's needs equal to hers or above hers.
Emily's in Brigade, and that's a big leadership role, and she gets to exercise that. But she's good at being your friend, but also like being a leader. Like
Emily has the ability to make the right decision, no matter what's going on, no matter what external influences there are. Emily rises above and makes a decision that is in the best interest of others and not necessarily the popular choice.
Qualities that Emily has that make her into a leader is that she's always looking to help everyone. It's not just her. It's never about her. It's always about helping the majority of people. So the fact that she's always looking out for others rather than just for herself shows that she's caring about everyone. She should be leading people because she cares about everyone.
Emily has the quality to stand up for herself and stand up for others. She's just she lets other people's opinions to her, and she notices them, recognize someone's feelings and so how they're feeling.
I would describe Emily as being a leader because she isn't afraid to help other people, even if she doesn't necessarily know them. She's willing to try her best to do whatever she can.
Emily, as I stated before, she's always been that older sister figure. Even though we've only lived a couple houses down from each other, she's always been there.
In my life, Emily has impacted me with allowing me an opportunity to help someone else, and with the things that she has, like her kindness and her leadership, I have also learned from her with those things and allowed myself to lead alongside her.
Emily has made an impact in my life in many ways. She has helped me strive for better things for myself and for my family. She has helped me be a better person. She's helped me become sweeter, and she helps every day of my life become better and better.
Emily has made an impact in my life because she's always there. Well, she's been there my whole life, so she's like helped build my character, and I'm really thankful for that because she's helped me be the person I am today, and without her I'd be a totally different person probably. And being her younger sister, I've always like looked up to her and stuff, so I feel like she's just a huge piece of my life, and she's taught me all the good things that I know.
Well, Emily is my oldest daughter, and the impact she has in my life occurs on a daily basis. I think the biggest impact has been watching her grow into this wonderful, amazing, and productive human being who is going to do a lot of good in the world. And that, for me, is one of the most, the best things about my life, is to watch her.
Ever since my friend Paul met her, I've seen a change in Paul, and it was a very good change. And I think that she was one of the best things to happen to my friend.
Well, Emily's one of my closest friends, and like that means a lot to me. Like, honestly, she's one of the people that I spend the most time with consistently, and she's always there for me, and I can always like count on her even when I don't like, when I'm not, like, she's always there for me.
She is like my best friend. So Where will you see yourself in 10 years?
Why are you interested in making a difference in the world, no matter how big or small that difference may be?
Why is leadership important to you?
What are you looking forward to in your future?
My question to Emily is, what got her into Brigade? What made her start?
The question I have for Emily is, Emily, what is the biggest dream that you have?
Do you plan to make a career out of your singing?
My question for Emily is, how does she stay connected with so many people and at the same time focus on herself and continue to be a better person every day?
In 10 years, I see myself living in an apartment with a little French bulldog. I don't ever want to lose the people that I've made connections with through my years of middle school and high school, and especially the people I've met through Brigade and all Brigade's camps. I never want to lose those people or the connections I had with them. So I see myself in 10 years in my apartment picking up the phone, reaching out to those people. Maybe I haven't seen them for a while, but I still reach out to them. I am interested in making a difference in the world because I believe that we were all born with special gifts and talents for a certain reason, and that everything in life happens for a reason. So if my purpose is to do service and do good for others out of the kindness of my heart, then that's what I'll do. And whatever difference that makes is, what it makes. That's my life, and I'll be proud of that. Leadership is important to me because there is a difference between being a leader and being someone who needs to be the top or the overachiever. And I strive to be that difference, that leader who maybe doesn't stick out to everyone as the person who's gonna step up and be like, I'm in charge, but the person who truly knows the difference between right and wrong, which is having integrity. And I feel like I've come a long way with my integrity. And that's why leadership is important to me. In my future, I'm looking forward to getting more opportunities to share the good in my heart, because I feel like I have a lot of good inside of me, and sometimes it gets bottled up because I'm too focused on school or whatever's going on in my life, and I get very stressed out. And then when I get opportunities to do service or be with people I don't get to be with often, I just enjoy being in their presence and having them in mind. And what got me into Brigade is actually that my friends found it. One of my friends found it. I think it was most likely Amber, and she told me, hey Emily, you should join Brigade. And then all of a sudden, here I am bringing home a sign-up sheet to my mom, and she signed me up. And that's how I got started, and I never thought it would turn into something that was such a big part of who I am. Because, as I said before, it was, a way for me to connect with my friends who I didn't get to see all the time because they went to the public school and I went to the private school. But it really became something where I could be myself. I could be myself around others, and instead of being judged, they were warm and loving, and they appreciated myself and who I really was. And they helped me become more confident in that person, so then I didn't have to hide who I was, and I could be who I really felt right being. Well, Mom, my biggest dream that I have is to endure through the struggles I'm having now and find happiness, find true happiness in the world, whether that's me pursuing my science degree that I really want to get into, or maybe it'll be something else with service, or maybe both, or singing, or whatever comes to me, and accepting that and making the best out of it. So I guess to sum it all up, my biggest dream is to find happiness and let it come naturally and really indulge in that happiness and share it with others. Right now, I really don't plan to make a career out of my singing. I really enjoy singing, but it's a hobby. It's something I do to relieve stress, or it just helps me release my emotion, and I like playing piano too while I'm singing. So Amber's question is really hard. That's a very big question, and I actually really love it. To be 100% honest, it is very, very hard to focus on others and really put others before yourself. I always saw others' needs, and over the years I've seen them before mine. And it's actually a really good balance. It's hard to keep that balance between others' needs and your own, because it's very important to be selfless, but it's not good to let others step on you. And finding that balance is very challenging. I've done it through experience, through many different scenarios, and learning how to work through them.